Hi, this is Lauren with iFasting Magazine. I'm a registered nurse. I'm a fitness and medical consultant for fitnessthroughfasting.com, which is one of our affiliates. And I'm here today to talk about how to get moving. I know a lot of people are uncomfortable going to a gym if they're overweight. They don't want to be in a leotard or a workout suit. If they're heavy and they're not into the meat market atmosphere of a gym. So I want to present today just a very short exercise routine which is low impact and very slow paced, and it's never too late to get started. I'm one of those people, I guess, that have been truly blessed with never really having a weight problem in my life, which is kind of genetically funny because I come from a big family of big people that love to eat, and I love to eat. And the only reason I feel that I have been able to maintain a slim body type is because I've been a fitness fanatic most of my life. As a child, I was involved in different kinds of sports, and I've always been active, and I think my metabolism has just been kind of permanently set on high. As I mentioned, I'm a registered nurse, and a lot of my patients, I'm mostly in the cardiology field, have problems with being overweight, and their physician has told them to lose weight, and they're 80 years old and they're 300 pounds and they're on a walker, so they can't go out and jog. So I want to present a very short routine just to get you started, and it's never too late, and you just start with little baby steps. We don't expect you to go out and jog 5 miles tomorrow. But this is something you can do in the privacy and comfort of your own home, and it's not PXX99 or whatever the latest fitness fad is. It's just simple, easy things, but it's gonna get you moving, get you started. Okay, let's get started. First, I want to just, take a few minutes to get some deep breaths and relax and center yourself. And we're going to take a couple deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I tell my respiratory patients, smell the roses, blow out the candles. Smell the roses, blow out the candles. And you can close your eyes if you want to, but it's not necessary. Okay, first we're going to start from the head and work our way down. Then we're just going to start loosening up our neck. And remember, don't ever do anything forcefully or jerky movements with your neck. Just relaxed and loose, and just to get it moving. So the first thing we want to do is just some gentle up and down movements with your neck, as if you were saying yes. Just up and down. Don't force it. Like that. Okay, next we're going to do side to side, left and right, like you were saying no. And again, don't force it. Gentle, back and forth. You can also do neck circles, but be very careful if you have any type of injury with your vertebrae, ruptured discs, herniated discs, whiplash from a car accident, things of that nature. You may not want to do the neck circles like this. Then you go the other direction. And I do have herniated discs in my neck from a car accident, so I usually don't do a lot of the neck circles. Okay, the next one, we want to put the hands behind us, and I'm going to turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. And we want to arch the back, and we're going to start stretching our spine gently and slowly. And you place your hands behind you, breathing in when you go up and out when you come down, and arch the back. Breathe in and then come back to your starting position here as you exhale, like so. Breathe in and slowly arch the back. And out as you come down. And in. And out. And you can do more if you like to, but I just want to give you a rundown of some simple exercises. Okay, now we're going to go to our shoulders, and we're going to do some rotation. So first, moving the shoulders forward and circular motion, like that, like shrugs, and back. Forward and back. And most of these exercises are just stretching, loosening up those joints, because a lot of people haven't exercised, maybe never, or it's been a long time. So just want to get it moving again. Now we're going to alternate figure 8. Right, left, right, left. So. And now go the other direction. And back. Nice and easy, nice and relaxed, never forcing it. And the other way. Okay, now you can do more of these, more reps if you want to. All right, now let's go down to the legs. I want you to take your legs, and we put the bottoms of the feet together and bring them in towards you as far as you can comfortably. And now take your knees and gently bring them up and down. And some people's knees will be all the way on the floor, and others like mine will be more up off the ground. So it doesn't matter, that's bone structure, so don't worry about that. So with the bottoms of the feet together, now we want to gently stretch forward, reaching your head down towards your feet, and stretch. And if you feel any burning, pain, anything uncomfortable, don't force it. And gently down. Like so. Okay, good. Now let's bring the legs straight out in front of us, like this. And on this exercise, it's important to keep the legs straight. You don't want your knees to come up, because we want to stretch the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. And if the knees come up, that releases that stretch, and you're going to defeat the purpose of the exercise. And now we want to gently stretch down and reach towards your toes. And try to bring your head down towards your legs. And stretch. Okay, good. And again, stretch down. And a lot of you may not be able to reach your toes. That's okay. You know, it's about progress, not perfection. Okay? And don't ever compare yourself to anybody but yourself. And down, stretch down. And back. And one more, down. And back. Good. Now, the next one was a little bit more complicated. This comes from a yoga position. We're going to take leave your right leg out, And bring your left leg up so that your foot is right next to your knee. Now bring it on the other side of the knee. Put your left hand behind you and bring the right hand all the way over on the other side of the leg. And then look back over your left shoulder. And this should stretch your hip. And hold for a few seconds. And release. Okay, and now we're going to change to the other side. We want our left leg out straight. Bring the right leg across. My right arm is behind me on the ground. And I bring the left arm all the way over. And I look back and stretch. And hold. And if it hurts or you feel any burning or uncomfortable feeling, let it go. And relax. Good. Okay, our next one, we're going to bring our legs out in the shape of a V. And we have 3 positions, the middle, and to each side. So let's start by going to the middle. Place your hands down on the floor and reach your head down towards the floor. Okay, and you may not be anywhere near the floor when you start out. And just gently stretch down. Now a lot of people, there's a lot of controversy about bouncing when you stretch. Some people say you should not bounce, you should just go down and hold it. I prefer to bounce myself, but very gently, very gently. If you hold it too long, you could pull a muscle. So I just, bounce very gently. Gotta be careful. Safety is always first when you exercise, especially if you haven't done it in a long time. And gently stretch down towards the middle. And we want to try to get our head down towards the ground. And stretch down. Good, and down. And one more time. Down. And up. Good. All right, now we're going to go to the right, and we want to stretch down towards our right leg. Slowly, gently, remember, never want to force anything. And stretch down, and if you like, you can bring that arm over, and you can get a little bit of your obliques stretching at the same time. And gently stretch down towards the right leg. And now let's go to the other side, over to the left leg, and stretch down, reaching your head down towards your knee. And if you like, you could bring the arm over at the same time. And let's switch back to the right, one more time, over. And then I also do a variation of my own, and I place the hand behind me and get my obliques. So I do my oblique and the leg, and put the hand behind, stretch the waist and the leg, and back and down, and to the other side, down, and put the hand behind you, and back, down, and back. And one more time to the middle. Good. We have another variation also. If the legs in a V might be a little bit much, if you haven't exercised recently or ever, here we're going to leave one leg out, and bring one leg in. Like the first exercise we did, that's called the butterfly. So this is like half a butterfly. So we stretch down kind of the same way. And I do my variation with my obliques. Reach back and stretch down and back and down. And you can do more repetitions than I'm doing if you like. I just want to present you with these basic exercises that you can start on. If you want to do more, that's great. Now we're going to take the leg that's bent and we are going to bend it back behind us. Most people find this one a little bit easier. Now we want our legs at a 90-degree angle. So you want this leg out straight to the front and this leg out straight to the side, like in the shape of an L. Okay, you don't want this knee forward. You want it straight out to the side. And stretch down. And you can go back and down. And down again. Now we're going to lean back. And I go down on the elbow. And the idea of this, you want to stretch the front of the thigh that's bent. Some people can go all the way down. This is something I used to be able to do about 30 or 40 years ago, but I get a little stiffer as I get older, as some of you might understand that. And now let's reverse and do the same thing on the other side. So other leg out straight, this leg in, and stretch down. That's our first part. And you can do the alternating oblique stretch if you like. Or we're going to be standing up in the next section and doing more arms. You can save that for then. And now we're going to bring this leg back behind. And remember, we want the shape of an L. The leg that's straight to the front. The leg that's bent out to the side. 90-degree angle and stretch down. Nice and relaxed. And back. Down. And remember, if you do the bouncing like I do, very gently. Careful. And back. And lean back. And stretch the front of the thigh that's bent. All right, now I'm going to turn sideways so you can see the last exercise, the last two that we're going to do here. And this is also from yoga, and this stretches out the spine. Now we did the spinal twist, which gives you the stretch horizontally. This is going to give you the stretch vertically, which is very important if you spend a lot of time sitting at a desk or at a computer. Your spine discs compress, and you can actually get what they call a compression fracture just from sitting and being in one position for so long. And those discs enclose your spinal column, spinal cord inside of it, and we want to keep those discs stretched apart and keep them loose. And that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to lay down. I don't know if the camera can see me. With your back flat and knees bent. And now we're going to bring our legs up, pointing towards the ceiling, and our body should be about at a 90-degree angle. And you can kind of just, if you want, kind of loosen up your feet, do some ankle circles there if you want. We're going to do all that in another section later on. And we want to bring our legs back. And the more important thing here is you want to keep your legs straight, keep them together, and don't bend the knees. You want the legs straight. Now we're going to bring our legs up, and you put your hands on your hips to support, like so. Yep. And this is a version which is very good because it gets the blood going up to your brain. And slowly lower them down and try to touch the floor behind you and go as far as you can. You may not be able to do it the first time. And slowly bring the legs down. Now I like to take a breath in, and then as my legs come over, I exhale. So breathe in. And down. And let's do one more time. Breathe in. And exhale as your legs come back. And come down. And you should feel, I always feel like a nice rush of exhilaration. Those nerves unwinding out of the spinal column. Now the last one I'm going to do is called the body bridge. This is a little bit harder. And it's kind of like the one we did in the beginning when we were like this and we breathe in and arch the back. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to breathe in and arch the back, but we're going to be in a different position. We're going to be right here. So I'm going to breathe in, arch the back, and come up, and then I exhale as I come down like so. Put the hands behind you and breathe in. And exhale as you come down. And up. And down. And one more time. Up. And down. Now when you do that, if you want to make it a little more challenging, you can hold it. Okay, so that completes our floor exercises, and we will go on to the next section. Okay, we're back. So if you're not already standing up, please stand up. And we're going to do a couple of exercises on our feet with the arms and the core, and we'll do a few leg exercises also. So I want you to stand with one leg forward and the other leg back, about shoulder width apart. Bring one hand to your waist, and we're going to do shoulder rotations, arm circle. We're just going to gently bring the arm over, and we want to relax the shoulder. Nice and easy, gentle. We don't want to, it's not a forceful movement. We're going to put a lot of power or strength into it. Just nice, loose, relaxed circles. Maybe about 10 times. 5 or 10 or 20, however many repetitions you would like to do. And now we're going to bring it the other way. So now your arm will be coming under. And circle under like so. And we want our arms straight. Don't bend your elbow, okay? We won't get the shoulder that way. Nice, loose, big circles. And circle, circle, like so. Yep. Great. Now let's change over to the other side and reverse it. Place the other foot forward, and now arm circle going over. Nice, big, relaxed circles, stretching the shoulder. Good. And now reverse, and this time we're going to be coming under. Under. Big, loose, relaxed circles. Remember, don't force it, don't strain it, just nice big circles. loosening up the shoulders, loosening up the shoulders. Okay, good. Now again, standing with your legs about shoulder width apart, which is a nice, good, balanced center of support. A little bit of bend to your knees, if you like. And now we're going to bring the arms up and down. And again, straight arms. We don't want to bend the elbows, all for the shoulders. Chest, shoulders, and back. So nice and relaxed, up and down. If you'd like to incorporate your breathing, that's good, and you may do that. And breathe in when your arms come up, and out as they come down. Like so. Up and down, up and down. Good. Now, arms out to the side, and bring the arms in and out. Cross them over and out. And this stretches a different part of the shoulder. In and out, in and out. And you can also, what I do, one of my own variations is bring one down low and one up high. And as you do that, you'll feel that you get a little different area of your shoulder stretched with the high and with the low. So I like to alternate one high, one low. And you can kind of adjust it, experiment with it a little different if you like. In and out, in and out. Okay? Good. Now, next one, we're going to twist. And I want you to use the weight of your arms to stretch your waist. Oh, we're going to twist. And nice and relaxed. And you can also experiment with this a little bit. If you bring the arms up high, you'll get a little different area of the oblique stretch. So, twist, twist. And the kids in my children's class call this Mr. Twisty. Mr. Twisty is very good for your waist. Twist and twist. Okay, good. Next one, we're going to do stretching our obliques. So I want you to take the arm over and stretch to the side. And I want you to really reach, 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 like you're trying to touch that wall over there. And stretch, and stretch. Now don't come forward, you won't get it as well, or too far back, but straight over the side. And reach and stretch. Good. And now reverse to the other side. Reach and really reach for that wall. Reach and stretch. Reach. Yep. Now we're going to do one more. This is the triangle. This also comes from yoga. And we're going to repeat what we did the last exercise, reaching out, reach, reach. And now slowly let's come all the way down to the foot. And you can stretch your head down towards your knee. Get the back of the leg a little bit here. Now I want you to take the right arm up. And this is, you can see the triangle. And bring the arm down to the foot and back. And then make sure there's one straight line from the bottom arm to the top arm. So we don't want it here or here, or try to make it straight. And bring the arm up and down. And stretch the front of the shoulder. And stretch. And stretch. And back. Good. And as I said, you can do more repetitions if you want to, or less if you feel like it's too much of a strain. And let's reverse to the other side. Stretch, stretch, and slowly come down to the foot. And you can get a little stretch on the back of the leg there. And now bring the other arm up and repeat the same thing. Stretching the front of the shoulder. and come up. And relax, and that completes this section. All right, I'm back. We're going to continue on now with a little more leg work. All right, so we're going to turn to the side with one leg out and bend the back leg. And let's come all the way down like a ballet dancer. Bring everything down and stretch the back of this front leg. And stretch all the way down. Yep. As we get more advanced, we want to try to touch the elbow to the foot. Oh, he used to be able to do that. And reverse. And stretch down. And stretch the back of the leg. Back of the leg. Yeah. Good. All right. Next one. After you do your stretch down, we want to take a step out to a lunge position. Okay? One leg bent and the other leg straight. And stretch down. And now let's increase it and come all the way down to a lunge position. Just like a runner starts a race. Okay? And you can put one hand on each side of that forward leg and let that back foot come up on the ball. And stretch. And stretch. And you should be starting to feel the front of the back leg being stretched. And lean all the way down and all the way in. Now touch that knee down. Put that back foot flat and down onto the top of it. And this also comes from a yoga position. And you can bring the arms up for balance if you want, or like so. Now drop your weight as far forward as you can. Some of these leg exercises are getting to a slightly more of an intermediate level. If you can't do it, don't worry about it. It's something to aim for. It's a goal. And the advanced level, we bring the foot up and we get the opposite arm to touch the foot. Now we're going to come up a little bit, both feet flat, and we do this leaning sideways lunge. And just hold as long as you can, and come up. Very good. And we're just going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So we do the stretch first. And then we step out to lunge. And there's a lot of variations of this basic lunge. And then we bring the leg down and bring that back foot flat. And you may do arms if you like. Okay? Advanced levels, opposite arm to foot. Now come up, sideways lunge, like so. Okay, and relax and shake your legs out a little bit. Loosen it up. Now, we do hip circles. Now I want you to move from your waist to your knees and make a big circle, like so. Kind of like you're doing the hula hoop without the hoop. Nice big circles. Nice big circles. Okay, now don't disjoint your hips and just do your butt. You don't want to do that. Keep it straight all the way up. And a big circle, like so. Don't move your head. Okay, now reverse. the opposite direction. Good. All right, now let's take a little break and we're going to do a little bit of breathing and basic, very beginner level coordination. All right, so let's start with our feet together. And we're going to first do our knee circles. So bring your hands right above your knees and do little circles with your knees. Little circles. Circle. It's a very good basic exercise. And very important if you're going to do any sports, because most sports do a bending and twisting motion on the knees, like tennis, for example. So you want to make sure those knees are nice and flexible. Okay, now reverse. Go the opposite direction. And little circles with the knees. My own personal variation that I like to do is bend one, circle one. So we bend the knees and circle, and bend and circle the other direction. Bend and circle, bend and circle. Right? Now, let's also do our ankles. The foot on the toe, and rotate the ankle, stretch that in, go the other direction, and change feet, and circle, and other direction. Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of breathing here. And we're going to use our hands and our legs. So now we're going to multitask a little bit. So we're going to take our hands, and I want you to feel like you're a puppet and there's strings attached up there to your wrists, and we're just going to let them float upwards like feathers, very gently, leading the wrists up. And now we let go, and they just float gently down. And again, slowly bring the hands up and let them just float gently down. And one more time, bring the hands up and down. And now let's bring the breathing in. We're going to breathe in as we come up and out as we go down. Good. And breathe in, hands come up and out as they come down. And breathe in and out. Now let's bring our legs in. So this time when your hands come up, I want you to breathe in and bend your knees. And then as they come out, we'll straighten back up like so. Breathe in, bend the knees slowly. And breathe out and slowly stand back up straight. Good. And breathe in. And out. Excellent. One more time. In. And out. Now we're going to add a step. So we're going to take a step out to the side. Either leg doesn't matter. And step out. And breathe in. And bend. And out. And straighten back up. And back together. In. And out. And step apart. And breathe in. And out. And together. In. And out. And one last time. Step out, breathe in. And out. And finish. And that's our section for today.